Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Tyrant, who wanted the Gundam EX in the colors of the Night Lords from Warhammer 40K. That seemed to be, you know, like a slightly, what's the word? Slightly more muted version of the blue I see on so many Space Marines, plus a, kind of like rusty looking metallic color and some nice red highlights. Also, of course, the decor, as is not uncommon for 40K, best as I can tell, involves quite a few skulls. You won't see it until the end of the match, but or the beginning if you watch the drop in. I went with Toquan's personal emblem for the chest, and then the Vish Donahue skull for the shoulder. I think it came out pretty well, and yeah, I haven't run the Gundam EX a lot, but I do like it. I am not good with its special jumping skill. I could have used that to get out of my melee animation as opposed to the standard boosting I just did. But yeah, apparently you have to jump a certain height to get the aerial melee kick to work, and I tend to prefer small hops. So yeah, but this one started a little rough, as they sometimes do. Was not quite my first round of the morning, but it was an early one. But luckily, I managed to get this done along with my first account, so that was nice to have. So yeah, like I said, I like the Gundam EX. It's got a decent skill set, a decent set of weapons. I built it mostly for defense with some melee filling in the gaps. And about the only thing about it that I would really like to change is the fact that the Gatling does not do a lot of build stun in my experience. There's a lot of room to grow with that, because yeah, trying to stun somebody with Gatling just is not working for me most of the time. So you'll see me actually, being intelligent about it some of the time in this match, and just trying to use it entirely for just, piling on damage without getting in everybody else's way, which is, getting in everybody else's way is kind of a thing in, some of these corridors in the back of the impact site map. But yeah, like I said, pretty good suit. I think it took to this color scheme pretty well. It's it was kind of designed to be creepy looking anyway, so this was, a good choice for it. And let's see, I thought that would have connected. I've had more latency than usual lately. There's been a couple of shots I've landed where I could count to 3 before it registered. That was just a straight up miss. That was not that case, but just it is something that I swear I've seen more of lately. Yeah, like I said, the Gatling's good for trying to finish things off and for getting damage without getting too close. Because yeah, I did not want to run up on that weakened mobile suit. And I'm hoping, no, that person did get out of my way. I sent sorry anyway, but yeah, good job on their part, because I did not want to knock them down. So, let's see, I took a hit, that's fine. I used EX boost there because I wanted to get a surprise tackle in if I could. I think somebody else is going to get that. No, I got the last shot. Nice. So, yeah, so far so good. I think the last time I either talked about the Gundam EX or featured it, someone mentioned to me that the reason that it has 3 beam sabers on that rack on its back is that they are apparently non-rechargeable. So, yeah, it's apparently going into battle with a rack of Kodak disposable cameras on its back. That's just kind of weird. But I guess something about it just burns out in the process of being used, but yeah, that's just really kind of an odd choice. But let's see. Yep, that is what my second explosion, and still I think we're doing relatively well. Yeah, got a slight lead. We are hoping to expand it with a bomb. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but unfortunately, most of the allied team over there are very low on health, so I don't think they're. Yeah, and they are just cutting down that G-line light or standard armor. Excuse me. We were just talking about those last week, and my brain's gone. But yeah, I was about to say with the team getting just vaporized like that, I'm not gonna go running in there. The port fire probably a much better choice, and it actually worked, which is always a nice thing. I'm betting that they probably all sat down for repairs after defusing the bomb and taking out the allied team. So yeah, that decent opportunity there. Interesting thing being, I'm pretty sure there are two Gym Guard customs on this team. That's like, it must have been like a specific pair of people because I wound up fighting them a couple of rounds in a row. But yeah, Gym Guard still pretty good. It does. I've gotten pretty good at aiming around the shield. I'm not perfect at it, but as you can see, I landed my shots there, despite the fact that the shield was front and center. And yeah, like I said, just don't expect stuns out of the Gatling most of the time. And I was really lucky there that nobody was ready for me to do that, because yeah, they could easily have like any member of the enemy team could have easily tackled me out of that. But luckily for me, they didn't. Yeah, I think it's either two Gym Guards or a Gym Guard and a Pale Rider Dualahan, and I'm pretty sure it's two Gym Guards. Yeah, especially since I saw, a knife on that one. Number 5 took that out with a tackle. That's fine. And now they have planted a bomb at our base, which, fair is fair. But the bomb is actually in what could be a trouble spot for us. And yeah, this was unfortunate because yeah, number 1, I think, yeah, number 1 was trying to. Oh, there was a second pilot there. I didn't see that when I was playing. Yeah, number 1 was trying to plant the bomb, I think, and just they didn't. We were not able to do it in time. I thought, and incorrectly as I can tell now, that if I'd been able to get to that pilot with my beam saber without stunning my ally, that would have fixed the problem. But no, there were multiple enemies preventing the bombing there. So, that feels a little better in hindsight. There's still enough of them that number 2 got taken out and had their mobile suits stolen. But good news being, the round is not over. I have type advantage on this Gym Guard. My shield is not as large as its is, but it's close. The EX has a really large shield. Yeah. 15 seconds left. We have taken the lead, but just barely. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, we're now like 2 suits ahead. I popped EX boost because it's not going to matter in a second, and I just wanted to stay ahead of the enemy team. Knocked them down. Not going to have time to follow up, though. And I hit the building instead of the feet. So, but I kept them busy. They did not manage to expand their lead. So I'm pretty happy with that. That was, and yeah, I think the color scheme came out pretty well. So, and I got top score at 3360 and top damage at 99,000. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And 7-2, yeah, definitely my best performance in that. So I hope you enjoyed it, Tyrant, and that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. So I've only gotten past the introductory mission so I could unlock multiplayer, but I did ultimately get Space Marine 2 when it was on sale through PlayStation Plus. Salty really wants to play it with me, and I figured, what the heck. So, look, I enjoyed that first stage, and I still have no idea what I'm doing, but I think I'm going to enjoy it. I did have to shift the dodge button to circle though, just because too much FromSoft muscle memory there to just overcome with it on X. What was really throwing me.